You even get to sit at the big boardroom tables, and there's a CEO at the end, and why he's a member of the Bilderberg Group, and you've been invited to join the CFR, and you're a part of the establishment. You got $100 million in the bank. You're nothing. Did they tell you not to drink the water? Did they tell you not to take the vaccines? Did they tell you all the things they were doing to you, or how they put cancer viruses in the vaccines starting in the 30s? Did you know we've gone from 1 in 33 getting cancer to 1 in 3? Did you know our life expectancy's actually gone down? Oh, you didn't know? People would live on average to be about 84 years old before the 1940s. You go, wait a minute, life expectancy was 70 back then. They averaged in higher levels of fetal death, infant mortality. There was higher infant mortality. I just gave you numbers. You can go pull them. They're the same in Australia, same in Europe, same in England. It's a year or two different depending on the country. If you lived past the age of about 5 and you take out 5 and younger out of the equation, people were living on average 10 years longer. You know how long Russians were living 100 years ago? Into their late 70s on average. You know what the average Russian male lives to now? Look it up. Average Russian male life expectancy, 50. 50 years old. They're having eugenics carried out on them. They were drinking vodka before, boys and girls. You're being exterminated. You're being killed. You're being attacked. Average life expectancy for a male, 74. For a female, 76. You're living on average 8 to 10 years, depending on which demographic actuary you look at, than what your forefathers did without all this modern medicine and crap. My friends, I've looked at the evidence, I've done the research, and I know truth is scary. I know that what's happening in the world is hard to deal with. But you're only alive once. This life is a test. And let me tell you, I know so many yuppies in nouveau riche, new rich, who are so unhappy having 2% body fat, looking great, living in a mansion, got a great job. They're totally unhappy. The best vacations in the world won't make them happy. The best sex in the world won't make them happy. They're not going to be happy, and you're not going to be happy until you know the truth. Deep down at an instinctive level, you know something's wrong in the world. You know bad things are happening. And as humans, as men especially, we are meant to guard the tribe, defend the people, stand up to evil, be heroes, be strong, go out and build, and be guardians of the women and children. Women are meant to be the center of the home, these dynamic goddesses that we just love and adore, who nurture and love the children, and who are wise and have discernment. But you've given all that up to stomp around in an executive suit and act powerful. But when you're 45, you go crazy and run off and try to have a kid. I'm not saying it's bad for women to work. I'm saying they've taken everything that it is to be human. They've destroyed our communities, and they've replaced it with these frauds and these lies. And thousands of new psychological problems, thousands of new designations in the last 15 years. Everything's an ism. Everything's got a medication. The medication for something petty will give you heart attacks, but so what? I read an impressive book by Turk Pipkin with Willie Nelson with Turk Pipkin, The Tao of Willie, A Guide to Happiness in Your Heart, the national bestseller. And I had Turk Pipkin on a few months ago about this book he wrote with Willie. And I really got even more respect for Willie Nelson after reading it. And all I can say is, good job, Willie Nelson. When he dies, hopefully many years from now, but he's like 75 now, he will die an accomplished person who wasn't perfect, but was a true humanitarian, who cared about his fellow man and woman, who wanted to help the downtrodden, and who did great things, made mistakes, like all of us, but who overall was trying to be good, trying to be centered, trying to love God. Like he said on my radio show today. And the people that live in the arena, the people that get in the fight, the people who actually get out there and take action and who don't just watch television all day and watch the blue glowing tube, they are the winners in life. They affected change. Karl Rove, 4 years ago, told at a press dinner with New York Times, Washington Post, all of them there in front of more than 10 reporters, the press reported, big group of reporters around him. He said, they were asking him questions. They said, but isn't the WMDs the lie and killing all these people? And then what's happening in America? And Rove said, hey, you're not part of reality anymore. We control reality. We'll change reality from one day to the next. You just sit there and report on the new reality we say, basically the hubris. We're God. Pride go before the fall. And Karl Rove just said, you're nothing. Just shut up. You just report what we tell you to. We control reality. We're history's actors. That was the actual statement. And you ought to go pull that quote up from him. It was in a bunch of papers because he said it to them. They were so scared of him at the time, they wouldn't attribute who said it. They said White House strategist, and later it came out. That's the imperial hubris. And they think they'll fool you with Hillary Clinton, who they're running. The White House is writing her speeches. It doesn't matter. Just keep being who you are. Keep being tyrannical. Continue to show everybody who you are. Willie Nelson's now spoken out about how you want dictatorship. And he said the American people will stand up and resist if you try to go to full martial law. And we know you'll stage some event, as Willie said. So God bless Willie Nelson. God bless everybody else who stood up for truth. And God bless all of you out there who love truth and love honor and love decency and love everything that's good and decent. I commend you. I salute you. God bless you all. We'll see you on the radio at Infowars.com.
It is a big idea, a new world order.
In the near future, Earth is dominated by a powerful world government.
It's known as the Bilderberg Group. Could their objective be world domination?
For thousands of years, their dark order grew. Now, as they hail the birth of the New World Order, their great dream of exterminating 80% of humanity is at hand. For the first time in history, the elite's plan for world government is blown wide open. You will learn the secret that drives the entire New World Order agenda.
Bilderberg is making great progress toward a world government, and only an educated, informed public can stop them in their tracks.
Alex, it's Chalabi, eh?
For the first time, all the pieces have been put together. The dots have been connected, and the picture is crystal clear. Earth's ruling elite believe they have discovered the fountain of youth. But before they can attain it, 80% of us must die. A psychopathic technocracy is establishing world government so there can be no escape from their plan.
The New World Order is the old world order. I mean, it's just the names have changed, the appearances have changed.
Most people have no idea. They're not after money. They have all the money they need. They're after power. That's their aphrodisiac.
I was pulled out of the plane in Munich. They interrogated me 4 hours.
Some shots were fired.
I need you to move off the property.
Their great dream of exterminating 80% of humanity is at hand. Endgame, blueprint for global enslavement. You have been warned.